Oh, I've been talking and talking, and then I see the chat. Felizmio, thank you so much. And shit, okay, never mind. Let's just do this again. It's funny as hell. Okay, anyways, so Bitcoin. We had a big dump in the market, guys, and we are not. It's not a shock or anything. But look at this dump we had. Okay, we hit the resistance. Like I told you, if we don't break this area of resistance, we're gonna come down. Okay, and that's what happened. We didn't break this resistance. We broke all the patterns. Okay, and if you take a look at this area of um, support we're getting this support from the 0.786 level. Yeah, really appreciate that, Felizmia. So yeah, we're getting support from the 0.786 level, and you can see the price came and it bounced off this long-term support line, and now we are just waiting on to see what it's going to do, because this close over here, we still have 6 days left and 1 hour left. Okay, 6 days and 1 hour to close the week now, and this dump has really um, you know gone south. Okay, you can see we had this beautiful triangle pattern, and we broke towards the upside, and now we hit the resistance. We came back in it. Okay, now if we can hold this area of support, that would be good, but we need strong volume to come in, and you can see over here this is kind of the same situation where the price dumped towards the downside. It made this it made this bearish flag. Okay, usually bearish flags are kind of they break towards the downside, but what you can see here, it broke towards the upside. Okay, so this was a very positive move that Bitcoin did. Same way, this over here, it does look like a bearish flag kind of pattern. Okay, where you have this whole flag and then this is the pole. So normally breakouts do happen towards the downside. Okay, but now you have this example, and then we can break towards the upside, right? But again, I want you to see this area of in the RSI. Okay, if you look at the RSI, you can see we are making this falling. Let me just take this for a second. Okay, we're making this wedge formation in the RSI, and you can see we came here, support, support, support. Okay, resistance, 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 resistance. And if you look at the graph now, you can see what happened. Okay, this this point of connection was right over here. Okay, this point of connection was right over here. So you can already see in the RSI we are making bearish divergence. Okay, and obviously when the price hit this level and then the RSI hit this level, a lot of people started selling. The price came down, no doubt about that. Once it came down, you can see the RSI went and hit this level of support, and then now this is where we are at. The price went up, hit this resistance. Okay, now we're coming down. Now, one good thing in the RSI you can see is we have a lower high over here. Okay, this is a lower high, and obviously you wanna, okay, lower high, and then you have lower high over here as well. So this is good. Now the momentum and the price action is on the same level. And this is what you want to see. And even in the RSI, okay, if you look at it now, you can see how clearly we are trying to divert towards the right. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so we don't have a steep downfall like we did here. We're slowly trying to divert towards the right and pick up from here. Okay, and I mean, it will be really good if you get a bullish divergence in the weekly time frame, because at the moment, we just take this off. At the moment, you can see these all these support lines in the weekly time frame. That's where you're getting the support from, especially the 0.786 level. And now, if you measure this previous run over here, okay, like that, you can see where the 0.618 was sitting. It was sitting right over here at 40,000. That's why you had this little momentum where the price stayed at 40,000, 40,050, because you had the 0.618 that was sitting here. Now, if you just measure this move over here, you can see right over here you had the 0.786 level. So it broke the 0.618 level, fell down to the 0.786 level, and that's where you're getting the support from. Okay, now also you can see over here previously whenever you broke the you didn't get you couldn't broke the 0.786 here, you went towards the downside. Okay, you broke the 0.786, you went towards the upside. So we need to hold these levels. We need to see what happens here because we are at the very bottom of the supports now, and this is where I think a lot of decision is going to come, because a lot of altcoins have really suffered because Bitcoin has come again and settled at its major support line. You can see already 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be the fourth time it's going to come here. So if we get a reversal from here, that's going to be great. But if we break this area of you know support, then obviously Bitcoin is going to come and you know come and rest over here at this low first, 33,000. Okay, first is going to come here, sit on this level at 36, then it's going to come here. I'm not saying it's going to come down by any means. I'm saying if it breaks this level of support, obviously, right? It hasn't broken it yet, so that doesn't really matter. But if it breaks, it can come down. But if it holds it and we get a good little you know divergence taking place in the weekly time frame, then we can go up. And one major thing you should already know, that if we break this resistance line in the weekly time frame, we are obviously going towards the upside. Okay, so this is going to be your main key indicator, exactly like we did here. We broke this, went towards the upside. Okay, and you know that's how RSI works. You know, you break the resistance in the RSI, you have a reversal pattern in place. But again, at the moment, market is looking very, you know, it's kind of sad. Like it's really down, and you can see 20 moving average, 55 moving average, they are both above the price action, and we have this 100 moving average coming right over here. Okay, so this is another thing. If you go in the monthly time frame, I gave you these you know these levels over here. Okay, in the monthly time frame you can see where this line is. Okay, if you you can draw another line actually right over here. Okay, I know it's kind of nasty, but if you close any candle below here, you can see that would be fine. But if you close any candle below, obviously the price is going down. Okay, so keep that in mind. But again, it hasn't gone down yet, so let's not assume things. It might hold it, you know, maybe go up because it is trying to hold at the 39,000. One more thing, you know, when we were right over here, we fluctuated a lot between 40,000 to 30,000. We had this you know ping pong thing that happened between the 40,000 and the 30,000, where price was just fluctuating up and down. Okay, and that was right over here. In the weekly time frame, you can see it a little better right over here. Okay, right over here. Okay, it was fluctuating between the 40s and the 30s. Okay, again and again, so people didn't know where the price was going, and it was kind of you know panicky situation. Same thing what's going on over here. Okay, it's a pretty similar situation. The price is going towards the 30,000, going back to the 40,000, 30,000, 46,000, you know, in the 40s, then 40,000, you know, 46, 7,000. So same thing going on again. Whenever the breakout happens, wherever that breakout would be, that's where the momentum is going to head. And we had this, let me show you. We had this bearish head and shoulder pattern. Okay, remember this? We had a price target for this. Okay, from the top to the bottom, and you can see that we never met this target. Okay, we came over here at the 33,600 level, but we never came all the way down to 30,000. Excuse me. This was your target, so maybe it's trying to go and meet those targets, because now or later these targets do get met. Okay, so this, and we also have this big kind of head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so a lot of this pattern over here. So I'm not saying it's gonna, this is the neckline for this pattern. Okay, like we had this pattern and we had this neckline. Okay, but it never broke towards the downside, it broke towards the upside. Okay, so these patterns are bearish patterns, but they do break towards the upside if the market wants it to. So this is why you had this resistance level. If you would have broken this resistance level, that would have been an indication price wants to break towards the upside. So that's why it got rejected and it came down. Okay, and obviously this is looking like a like a double top pattern as well, like a M pattern. So M patterns do have price targets. I just judge it from here, right from here, and wherever the breakout is, you can see it's going to the 18,000, 19,000 levels. Only if the breakout happens, okay? It hasn't happened yet. So if it breaks towards the upside, obviously it goes towards the upside, okay? Now, but yeah, guys, this is Bitcoin. If you have any, coin you want me to look at, you can just type it in the message really quickly because I have to be somewhere. And I just wanted to point this out, what's going on with Bitcoin. And if you want me to cover any coin, just type it in the chat box if you want. A lot of altcoins are taking quite a big beating at the moment, and I know it's kind of crazy. Even with the sand, you can see with sand coin, it's making this bearish pattern of this descending triangle. You have a uh, lower high formation, okay, where you have these lower highs, and then price is being forced down towards the downside. I mean, it's such a great project, but it's sad to see how the break, it's sitting at its support level, okay? And obviously, if you look at the daily time frame, you can see what's going on here. You can clearly not ignore this pattern anymore with sand. It's had this area of rejection, and then you had this area of support. It's just hanging out, look at this, and then we have this lower formation, so wherever it breaks out, okay, wherever this breakout will be, you can see right over here, might come to these lows over here, but it won't just fall down. It will, slowly come in the Fibonacci, whatever the Fibonacci is saying, okay, like that. So you can see you have the 0.1272 level here. So a lot of Fibonacci levels is going to respect and then slowly come down the stairs, okay? So this is sand. Let's quickly cover DAR coin for a simple life. Let's see DAR coin. Where is DAR? Okay, DAR coin. Okay, you can see. Yeah, I told you, I gave you this level where it was making this bearish pattern. Okay, let me just take this off really quickly. You can see we had this bearish pattern that it made. Okay, clearly you cannot ignore this pattern. This was a bearish head and shoulder pattern, and then you had this target from the top to the bottom over here. Now the target is at 80. I'm not really saying it's going to 80 cents, because what can happen is here, if you take the Fibonacci and you just measure this move, okay, you can see we broke this low over here and the price came down. As soon as the price broke this level, you can clearly see it in the Fibonacci. Look at this. Okay, the price went up, it hit the 0.5 level. Okay, let's just take this off for a second now. Okay, so the price went up, it hit the 0.618, couldn't get back up there, came down, broke the 0.786 level, found resistance at the 0.786 level, and then started coming towards the downside. Okay, it broke this low over here. That's why the price started moving more towards the downside. Okay, now if you just take this off really quickly again, and I can show you something else with DAR coin. You can see with DAR coin, as soon as you broke this low, it is getting some support at these lows over here. Okay, these are the lows, but overall, what I feel, it is trying to respect this pattern of the bearish head and shoulder. You can see it a little bit better in the 4-hourly time frame, and you could also claim that this was a descending triangle formation, okay, where you were forced down and it broke towards the downside. You can see the EMAs are all crossing bearishly in the 4-hourly time frame. And now, obviously, Bitcoin dumped, so a lot of coins have broken its support line and come towards the downside. But again, this is the price target. Okay, wherever it's gonna go, this is the target. If it goes, normally sometimes they don't meet the targets, but again, it's trying to get to the 1.618 level, but you do have some solid supports at the 1.414 level, because remember this support line where we had this bullish head and shoulder pattern, okay, and we broke towards the upside. Look, so this was the bullish head and shoulder pattern, and I told you we're gonna come and get the target at $1.30, and we met the target, okay. And you can see even in the let me show you. Even in the daily time frame, you can see over here when the coin hit these levels, it made this double top formation, M formation it made, okay. So the price is going to come towards the downside if we go in the daily and ignore the VIX, okay. If you ignore the VIX, let's see, you can see that. Let me just bring it in the line graph, okay. You can see this M formation, the double top. And you just measure this now. So you might be able to go to 1.272. Exactly these levels are important levels because this is where the breakout happened, okay. So usually what happens is whenever you have this breakout, you come and retest. Maybe this could be a retest, come back here, have a retest, and then started going towards the upside, okay. So I hope that brings some information for you, Simple Life, for Darkcoin. Yeah, we're gonna cover GMT in a second, guys. So overall, if you bring the candlestick pattern, I believe that Darkcoin can come up to here 1.272, 0.93 if it doesn't hold this low over here, okay. If you break this low right over here, this low over here at 97 cents, then Darkcoin is coming towards the 1.272, and then if it can hold, because we have some strong support here, this is the strongest support in my viewpoint, 89 cents, okay. Keep this in your viewpoint and hopefully it can hold, but again, market is very uncertain right now. We don't know where Bitcoin is actually going. It's right at its support, but let's see what happens, because with the Darkcoin, it is kind of making this big overall pattern. If it does this, have this as a neckline, then only some good stuff can happen. But you can see we have strong supports at this level as well, okay. Let's quickly cover GMT. Okay, let's cover GMT. Where is GMT? Okay, so GMT is one coin where it started pumping because I told you it was in that situation where it wants to go to the upside, and you can see here, I gave you these resistance areas as well. I told you this is the area. If it breaks out, closes a candle, and you had this support. I didn't give you this support. I just made it recently, but yeah, it had this formation, okay, this over here. This was the area. If GMT would have held it, it's, you can see it just respected it and went towards the upside. You can also see that it hit these levels of resistance, but as soon as you had this candle close above this big green candle, and it was above the 20 moving average, correct, and then you closed a candle above this green box, price movement happened towards the upside, okay. And if you take out your Fibonacci, this was the 0.618 level. And then as soon as you close this candle above, you can see how many retests we had, okay. We had a couple of retests, and let's check the 4-hourly. You also close the 4-hourly, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles above it, okay. So this was your confirmation. Price went up, hit the 0.382 level, okay. Now you can see I told you as soon as you're gonna break this level, you are gonna come and test 1, 2, 3 these highs over here, okay. You can see we hit it, we got rejected, we came back. But this is a good thing, we fell back on the 0.618. Now, if you can, close like above the 0.618, that would be good. And also, if you can close a little bit above, wick a little bit above and close the bullish candle, okay? Something maybe. Sorry, my mic just went off. So yeah, close the bullish candle above, and same way, you can see here we closed this candle above the 0.618, went towards the upside, got rejected, came back. Then we, resistant over here, resistance, and then same way we just need to hold this level. You hold this level, movement can happen more towards the upside. If you close below the 0.618, yeah, price is taking a dump. I'll just be very frank with you, because you can see here price closed below, dump came in. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, here it closed above, price went up. Okay, price closed below, dump came in. Okay, you can see it in the previous examples. It's showing you right there. Okay, resistance, dump, resistance, dump, support here. Okay, support, solid support was here. Okay, the reason price came up was because here we had this resistance, but we had this support. We had the 0.786 as a support. You can see before we were getting resistance from here, then it came in as a support, and I also told you that this was the strongest support for GMT. As soon as you see break above, you started rallying towards the upside. So this was an important take. Now if we can close the bullish candle above this, then price can start rallying towards the upside. But again, we had this big dump, a lot of people started selling. So let's see what happens. And at the moment, you can see these big red candles, whenever they come, price tend to go towards the downside. I believe that you can always go in the lower time frames, okay, even lower time frames, and see what kind of pattern it's making. So that could be an indication what pattern it's making. And let's see, whenever you see a bearish pattern in the lower time frame, okay, this is an example I can give you. It's a similar situation. You made this bearish head and shoulder pattern. Okay, this is a bearish head and shoulder pattern. You broke towards the downside, you had a target towards the downside, and you can see you met it right over here. Okay, so this is a very similar situation. If in the 15-minute time frame you make this kind of pattern, okay, let's see, this, and probably this pattern, and there will be a resistance area. If you couldn't break towards the upside and you break this neckline, because you can see 0.618 is the neckline, you will break towards the downside and you will have a price target from the top to the bottom and wherever it goes. Okay, probably $2.11 back to where you came from. So this is GMT at the moment, guys. Hopefully that answered your question. Hey guys, how are you? CHR. Let's cover CHR for Simple Life really quickly, then we can continue. CHR. Okay, CHR. What is it doing? This is my first time looking at CHR. I have no clue about this coin. So let's see. Okay. Let's see CHR. Okay, CHR. Wow, it's a pretty beautiful graph actually. You can see the price comes down. Okay, simply, okay, I'm gonna quickly summarize this. The price comes down, you can see this falling channel, break towards the upside. Usually the falling channel price targets are at the top of the channel, and that's why you met this, you came down, you went up, resistance level, then you made a beautiful higher low formation. This was a beautiful ascending triangle formation, higher low and resistance line. Okay, you can see we were at the resistance all this time. We were holding it, made this bearish triangle. Okay, broke towards the downside, descending triangle, and then broke towards the downside, went up, hit this resistance, whatever that is. You can check it in the Fibonacci really quickly. Okay, 0.618 level. The golden ratio got rejected, even hit the 0.5, then got rejected, now coming down. Okay, so you can see it's making these patterns in this formation. You could easily bring your trend line, draw it right over here, and you can see what it's doing. Okay, it's coming in this channel formation at the moment, and it will respect I'm in the weekly time frame, by the way. It will respect all these levels. Okay, you can see how beautifully it respects it. Look, I can show you. At the top, okay, came down. Below the 0.8236, came all the way down to the 0.718, and then went up, tried to get over the 0.382, got rejected couple of times. Probably in the daily time frame you have more details. Yeah, probably from these levels. Okay, now came down, rejected from 0.5, came down. So whenever you're getting rejected from each Fibonacci level, that's your indication price wants to come down. See, it got rejected here, then got rejected here, got rejected here, came all the way down. Okay, a lot of rejection. Then finally got the resistance broken, and then went towards the upside, broke the 0.618, which a lot of coins did, and then hit the 0.5 level, came down to the 0.786. Now it's coming down to these lows because a lot of coins are doing this. They are breaking their levels and coming to their previous lows. Okay, this low you gotta watch out, but you do have very strong support level at these areas. Whoops, it broke that. Okay, let's see if, monthly. Let's see the monthly. Okay, you can see, wow, look at these candles. So much support here at the 0.786. So let's see if the monthly closes below this, then obviously it needs to go. It wants to go down. Don't it doesn't need to. It wants to go down. Okay, you can see how much support you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months of price action. So very strong support for CHR at these levels. I wouldn't want it to go below that. Okay, because this is one of the strongest supports I can see. Exactly like here 1, 2, 3 months. As soon as you close this candle above, you can see this big green candle took place. So not that big, but very strong support at the 0.786 area. Okay, but again in the weekly time frame, you can see this falling channel. This is going to abide by this channel formation. If you go to the daily time frame, you can also see it a little bit in a very smooth fashion. Where the price is up, down, up, down, up, wherever it is, down. Okay, so let's hope that answered your question. Simple Life, hello, hey Mohammed, how are you? Hope you're good. Can you look at Gala? Yeah, let's look at Gala really quickly. Gala. Okay, Gala. Oh, Gala. Uh, okay, Gala broke this as well. Uh, but we still, the day hasn't ended. I mean, the day has ended. Let's see. Okay, move this. Move this. Broke this. Wow. Yeah, Gala really took a beating, I think. It's a very beautiful project. It's doing well. So no problem, Simple Life. I'm glad you liked it. And if you guys are liking the analysis, hit the like button, okay? So it supports the channel a lot, okay? So yeah, Gala at the moment it is something like this. Okay, you can see with Gala. It broke the 0.786 level, got rejected. It's hanging out at these lows over here, especially at this low over here. Okay, this candle is the low, is trying to hold, but if it doesn't hold, Gala is gonna come down. And where can it come down to? You can just bring your Fibonacci, okay, and measure this move over here, right over here, okay, because you can see this measurement is for this price action. Okay, so you can see price went down, went up, came all the way down, went up, hit the 0.5 level, came down, okay, to this support, okay, this support over here from these candles, okay, went up, hit the 0.5 level, came down and broke the 0.76 level, okay, and broke this major support level as well. Then it's coming down, okay, it's coming down to this support. If Gala couldn't hold this support and doesn't go back up, then obviously the next support target is the 1.272. Okay, keep this in mind. This is your next support. And if it doesn't go up, then obviously, because sometimes what happens, they come here at the lows and they go and retest. Okay, if the retest doesn't take place, Sometimes retest can be like that. It breaks all the resistance and support. But if this doesn't happen and it doesn't go at least to the 0.786 level to retest the Fibonacci, then it can hopefully or surely it will come down. Okay, not hopefully, I hope not. But looking at the market situation, it is looking like it, a lot of coins wants to come down. But again, you can take this off really quickly. And I told you about this um, support level for Gala. Okay, you can see over here, this was the support level for Gala. Let's take this off really quickly. Take this off. Okay, and you can see we broke this support. Okay, and that's where we were getting. And you can also see this pattern over here. Okay, look at this pattern. This is a um, lower high, um, lower high pattern. Okay, say lower high made. Okay, and then you're making this pattern over here. So you can also see this bearish um, descending triangle formation in the weekly. If you pay, because that's what bearish triangles are. You make this bearish pattern and then you go up and down, and then slowly wherever the breakout will be. Usually descending triangles are bearish patterns, and whenever you break the support, you come down, you break the resistance, you go up. Okay, so this is for Gala. Okay, in the weekly time frame, you can see it a little bit better actually. In the daily, let's see it. Okay. Okay, in the daily also you do have it, but it's not that clear. Okay, you do have this bearish lower highs, and then you have this support level. Okay, so yeah, you can see it. Let's take this off. Okay, let's take this off because it has broken this level, and let's take this off now. Okay, you can see this bearish pattern that is into making, but again, wherever this breakout will be, that's where the price will go. Okay, so this is what it's doing. Okay, whatever it's gonna do. I can show you another example. Are you still there, Mohammed? Who asked for Gala? Okay. Uh, I hope he's still there. He hasn't left. I know the market is really bad right now. People are mad and pissed off. But again, we have to respect all these market situation and work accordingly. So we had this pattern where descending triangle breakout happened towards the downside, and then right over here. We went over here, okay? This candle over here. Okay, I hope that answered your question. But again, wait for the breakout. Wherever the breakout is, that's where the price goes. But again, you can see lower high is being made, okay? This is your indication. Market is kind of crappy right now, okay? But again, if you believe in the project, DCA is the best way to go with um, a lot of coins, DCA, dollar cost average. If you bought it here and you wait, wherever the price goes, if it goes down, okay, you could buy it maybe over here or over here, wherever the price goes. Dollar cost averaging is the best way to deal with cryptocurrencies in my viewpoint. I'm not a financial advisor, I just do this for knowledge and entertainment purposes. Okay, no problem, Mohammed. Okay, so no problem, simple life. I'm glad you like it. Can you check VeChain? Okay, let's check VeChain really quickly, and then I have to go because I'm actually, it's my fast time. I have to go eat really quickly, and then I can eat for the next couple of hours. Let's see. What is this? VeChain? Okay, VeChain. Okay, now let's check VeChain. Okay, VeChain, obviously you can see got rejection here coming down. We also broke this support line. Okay, it's not a shocker that we broke it, right? A lot of coins are breaking it, so obviously there was a breakout coming, right? So we broke it, we're coming down, and even if you look at the 3-hourly or something lower time frames, you were making this formation. I told you that this is a bearish pattern. The whole thing was a bearish pattern. Look at this. Okay, this whole thing was a bearish pattern. It's a descending triangle, and within this descending triangle you had another bearish pattern of bearish head and shoulder pattern, and then you are coming towards the downside. This is the target level, and wherever the price goes now, you had a breakout. First you had this breakout. Okay, look, first you had this breakout, price came over here, okay, right over here, and then you had another bearish pattern, okay, another descending triangle. Okay, now same target is going to go right over here. Okay, you can see clearly we have met it, but this is a bigger descending triangle. Okay, so I mean it has met all the requirements for this pattern, but let's see what happens, because you can easily just again bring your Fibonacci, place it over here for this area of support and resistance, and you can see we have broken the 1.272 area. We're coming a little bit below. The next target of support is 1.414 unless you make a reversal pattern or something. But I believe a lot of coins are doing this at the moment. You can see easily. Here you had this bullish divergence, and you broke towards the upside. Now see, look over here. Okay, this is a lot of coins are doing this. Okay, so I'll just tell you in the daily time frame, if this candle closes like that or something, you will have another bullish divergence in place because you have this. If it comes lower, okay, then it will make a bullish divergence. So it has to come a little bit lower to make that happen in a way. Okay, so where the price goes up, where the price comes down, and this comes up exactly like that. Okay, same situation. If that happens here, then the price is ready to go upside. Okay, but at the moment you are making very bearish patterns, and obviously the trend is your friend. Okay, trend is coming towards the downside. Okay, so but again, this was already you know we already talked about this, how VeChain movement has been. I mean, I think the most I've covered in my videos is VeChain, and this is the strongest support for VeChain. And let's see what happens, because we had this bearish head and shoulder pattern, and you know that I gave you this target. It was gonna come here, it came here, then it was gonna pop because we had this bullish falling channel that it created. Okay, and then pop towards the upside. Now let's see where it can find its support. At the moment the target levels are towards the downside. Okay, hope that answered your question. No problem. Let's cover ZIL really quickly for Jose, and then I'm about to leave. Hey, Mohammed, I'm actually in Dubai. Originally, I'm from Pakistan. Okay, so we have this. Here, oh, okay, look at this. ZIL actually broke this support level. Okay, you can see it broke the support level which I had marked, and then I told you that it was making this area of no problem S upper speedy. Nice name. Okay, then we had this area of resistance. We broke towards the upside, but again we came back in, broke towards the downside. Okay, now you can see we are making this lower high. Just take this off. We are making lower high patterns. Just bring this over here. Okay, but this is kind of it's not making a descending triangle at the moment, so that's good. Okay, you can see we are getting some support from this support level. Let's see in the RSI. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see right over here. Okay, it's making a bullish divergence at the moment. Let's see, 1, 2. See, the price is coming down, but the momentum is picking up. So I believe that there must be a pump coming. I'm not gonna say exactly it is, because if it breaks this support line, then the price will go down. Okay, let's see. This, we have this. Okay, yeah, there's a bullish divergence in place, but I would like to keep this. No, I don't want this support to be broken in the RSI. If this gets broken and goes towards the downside, then this low cannot be lost. Okay, if this RSI goes below this low, then the our bullish divergence is going to be invalidated. Okay, so if we can stay up, this could stay above this and do something like this, then you can see a bullish divergence is taking place exactly like here. You can see this over here. Okay, price is making lower low, the bullish divergence higher high, lower higher low. Okay, so price went towards the upside. Okay, I think what Zill is trying to do is, in simple terms, okay, I think it's creating. Okay, Zill is trying to create this falling channel in my viewpoint, which is usually a bullish channel. Okay, so I think it's trying to create this bullish channel right now because you are getting a bullish divergence in the 4-hourly time frame. Let's check in the daily time frame as well. Uh, okay, no, nothing in the daily, but 4-hourly is looking bullish. Okay, so I hope we can hold this support, and then in the RSI we can hold this level of support as well. Okay, I hope that answered your question, and hope you're liking the stream. Okay, guys, this is it for today. If you like the stream, you could go ahead and like the video, and that would be amazing. I have to go now, and I just wanted to do this really quickly if you had any question, because I haven't posted a lot of videos lately. So I can just do these live streams on one-on-one and for you guys. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day and take care. Okay, bye bye.